If you grew up in the 70s and 80s, you most likely remember Battle of the Network Stars. At its peak, the show would air a couple of times each year and pit actors from each of the big three networks against each other to determine which one was the greatest of all. I know, it didn't really amount to much more than bragging rights, as well as a bonus payday for the actors who competed, but to me, this competition was deadly serious and as monumental as the Olympics. According to Wikipedia, the original Battle of the Network Stars aired from 1976 to 1988. All in all, there were 19 competitions, all of which aired on the ABC television network. During the competitions, well-known actors and actresses would compete in events such as the swimming relay, tennis, a dunk tank, an obstacle course, volleyball, running relays, and the key competition, the one that decided it all, the Tug of War. Within these events, there were some really great moments, not the least of which was the dunk tank competition. If you think about it, this one is kind of silly and not really much of a sporting event at all. Still, I loved it for reasons that would have been obvious to any teenage boy. The year that both Heathers, Locklear, and Thomas were in the dunk tank together was huge. Another favorite moment of mine was when my hero, Buck Rogers, Gil Gerard, dunked good old Daisy Duke, Catherine Bach, not once, but twice. Another reason why these shows were so good is because it was fun to see so many of my favorite stars competing. In 1978, Big Lou Ferrigno and Not So Big Billy Crystal were fierce competitors, Lou for CBS and Billy for ABC. But as you can see here, they were also good friends. There was a camaraderie during these shows that made them so much fun to watch. As a kid, I didn't think about the payday that was going to be given to the winning team. I just thought, hey, these guys sure are having a lot of fun hanging out together. And as long as I'm talking about camaraderie, I've also got to talk about the fiercest of competitions. Yep, you know what I'm talking about. That race between Robert Conrad and Gabe Kaplan. Holy cow, you will never guess who won.
Runners, take your mark. Get set.
Here's one of my favorite picks from Battle of the Network Stars. Where else would you get pop singer Debbie Boone, Joyce DeWitt from Three's Company, and from Battlestar Galactica, Maren Jensen together like this? Not sure who they were cheering on, because it really doesn't matter. Again, this picture hammers home my point about why these shows were so fun. It was the genuinely odd team-ups. People you never imagined together all of a sudden are on the same team or competing against each other. As a side note, Maren Jensen would soon leave show business after this due to a discouraging experience she had with producer Glenn A. Larson on ABC TV's short-lived sci-fi epic. And a shout-out has to go to the late, great Howard Cosell. Without him, these events would have been something less than what they were. He was the glue that held the whole thing together. Cosell announced these things with such sincerity. It was so easy to get sucked into the pageantry and drama of the competition. I can't remember a time when Cosell didn't treat these entertainers with respect and dignity. When he interviewed Gabe Kaplan, he acted as if he were talking to Muhammad Ali or Bruce/Caitlyn Jenner. Props to one of the greatest sports announcers of all time, and let's just say it, he was a great entertainer as well. And then it all comes down to this. I've got to talk about my favorite event, the Tug of War. This was where the top two teams of the evening would decide once and for all who would be the winner. Yep, there was money on the line, but still, the drama. Well, you can see every bit of it in young Willie Ames' face. Sure, there were other shows kind of like this. In particular, I'm thinking about Circus of the Stars, but nothing, and I mean nothing, topped Battle of the Network Stars. ABC revived the show in 2017, but it really wasn't the same. It couldn't be the same. The big three networks, well, they're still big, but it's just different. A true revival would need to somehow tap into the feeling that you got when you saw William Shatner and Joan Collins competing on behalf of ABC. Sure, it was fun, but you also got the sense that these entertainers were actually defending their networks. There was pride involved, at least it felt that way. to a young teenage boy in the late 70s.
No, he did start a little early, right?
Yeah.
So that's it. I'll close out this video with a great pick of the 1979 NBC team. You've got Laura Ingalls, B.J. McKay, Buck Rogers, and Wilma Deering. How could I not root for these guys? Anyway, did you watch Battle of the Network Stars? Share your memories in the comment section below. And while you're at it, please click on the thumbs up icon, and why not consider subscribing to my channel? I talk about music, movies, and television, mostly from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. You know, the good stuff. But most importantly, and as always, thank you so much for watching.